Power. It's a funny thing, isn't it? People think it comes from titles, from positions of control, from the crown on their head, or the throne they sit on. They think it's about the wealth, the accolades, the respect that others give them. But what if I told you that real power isn't tied to any of those things? What if I told you that power is something far more dangerous, something they can't even begin to understand? You see, real power isn't something you're born into, and it sure as hell isn't something that's given to you. It's something you take. You take it from those who try to put you down. Take it from those who think they can control you. Take it from every person who thinks they can hold you back. Because in the end, the crown, the throne, they're just distractions. And those who sit on them, they're nothing more than puppets in a game they don't even know they're playing. They tell you that you need a crown to rule. They tell you that you need a throne to command. They tell you that power is something you have to earn from others, that it's something you have to be given. But those are all lies. Power isn't about a crown. Power isn't about a throne. Power is about taking what you want, regardless of what others think, regardless of who stands in your way. It's about knowing your worth and never letting anyone else define it. It's about creating your own empire without needing anyone's permission to do it. You don't need a crown to be a king. You don't need a throne to be a ruler. All you need is the will to rise above the chaos, the strength to take what's yours, and the understanding that no one has the right to hold you back. Look around you. You think the people in power got there by accident. You think they were chosen because they were the best. No, they got there because they played the game, because they played by the rules that were set long before they ever showed up. But those rules, those systems, they were built to keep you down. They were built to make you think that you need their approval to be great, that you need their permission to succeed. Well, I'm here to tell you something that will shatter everything you've been taught. You don't need their approval. You don't need their permission. You don't need their crown. You don't need their throne, because you've got something far more powerful than all of that. You've got the will to push forward, the strength to tear down every obstacle in your path, and the ability to create your own power, not from their systems but from within. You don't need their approval because you're not waiting for their permission. You're not waiting for a crown to be placed on your head. You're not waiting for a throne to be built for you. You're going to take what you deserve. You're going to build your empire, your world, and you're going to rule it with the kind of power they could never understand. You don't need a crown because your mind is your throne. You don't need a throne because your will is your power. And that is something they can never take from you. They're always going to tell you that you're not enough. They're always going to tell you that you're not ready, that you're not worthy. They're going to make you feel small, insignificant, powerless. But here's the thing they don't understand. The more they tell you that you're nothing, the more they push you down, the more they try to control you, the stronger you become. Every time they make you feel small, you grow bigger. Every time they tell you that you can't, you find a way to do it. And eventually they'll look up, and they won't be able to see you anymore. They'll be looking at a force, a power, a person who no longer needs their crown or their throne. Because they're already in control, they wanted to put you in a box. They wanted to label you, to make you fit into their neat little categories. But you don't fit into their boxes. You never did. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You're more than they could ever see. And while they sit on their thrones, pretending to rule, you're building something far more powerful, something far more dangerous. Your own world, your own destiny, and the power that comes from being free of their control. Think about this. The crown they wear is heavy. It's a symbol of their power, yes, but it's also a symbol of their chains. It's a symbol of their need to keep their position, to maintain their hold over others. The throne they sit on is no better. It's a trap. It's a cage they've locked themselves in. always worried that someone will come along and take it from them. But you're not bound by chains. You don't need a crown and you don't need a throne, because the power you wield isn't bound by any of that. Your power comes from within, and no one can take that from you. They can try to put you down, they can try to control you, but they can't take your power. They can't take your mind, your will, your drive. They think they can break you. They think they can control you. But all they've done is fuel the fire inside you, the fire that's burning brighter every day. They've given you the strength to rise, to take what you deserve, to build a world that they could never even imagine. And now they're going to have to watch as you rise, as you take the power that was always yours. You don't need a crown to rule. You don't need a throne to command. What you have, your mind, your will, your drive, that is the power that no one can ever take from you. And that, my friend, is the kind of power that the world can't contain. The world has conditioned you to believe that power is something you acquire through the approval of others. It tells you that the more you impress, the higher you climb. The more people who recognize your worth, the more you can claim the crown. It's all an illusion, a carefully crafted lie designed to keep you chasing after something that doesn't even matter. They want you to believe that power is something you can obtain through position, through titles, through wealth. They want you to think that you need to beg for their approval, that you need to be their choice, their favorite, their king. But here's the truth. They never expected you to realize you are the power. It's not the crown. It's not the throne. Those things are meaningless when you understand what true power is. True power isn't granted. It's taken. It's earned not by pleasing others or by following their rules, but by shaping your own reality, by rising above the limitations they set for you. The throne they sit on is nothing more than a symbol of their fragile hold on the world around them. Their crown, it's a crumbling facade that they've spent their whole lives holding on to, terrified of the moment someone like you comes along and knocks it from their head. You don't need any of that to rule. You don't need their approval to reign. What you need is the will to seize control of your life, the courage to challenge everything they've told you, and the belief that you are worthy of more than they've ever given you. They have no idea what's coming, do they? All those years of you sitting back, watching them hold on to their false power, playing their little games, thinking they're the ones who are in control. They couldn't see that you were never meant to follow their path. You were always meant to walk your own. And while they wasted time climbing ladders that were already broken, you were busy creating your own path, forging your own strength. They thought they could break you, force you into submission, but instead they fueled your rise. Every moment of doubt, every attempt to knock you down has only made you more determined, more focused, more powerful. They're sitting on their thrones, feeling secure, comfortable in their control. They can't see the storm coming. They don't know that while they were busy pretending to be kings and queens, you've been quietly building your empire, gathering your strength, waiting for the moment when you finally take what is yours. And when you rise, when you claim what's been taken from you, they'll realize just how powerless they truly are. Because you won't need their crown, and you won't need their throne. You will rule, not because they give you permission, but because you took your place. But let's not get it twisted. This isn't just about taking their power, although that will happen too. It's about realizing your own. It's about knowing that you are the source of your own strength, your own destiny. They thought that by keeping you down, by restricting your movement, by limiting your possibilities, they could control you. But all they did was create the spark that would ignite the fire inside you. Every time they tried to control you, to hold you back, they only fueled your hunger to rise, to prove to them and to yourself that you are unstoppable. Do you feel it yet? That power that courses through your veins, that energy that's been waiting, building, growing. It's not the result of external circumstances. It's not the result of their opinions. It's the result of your unbreakable will, your relentless pursuit of what you know you deserve. They can throw everything they want at you and they'll only make you stronger. Every attack, every failure, every moment they thought they had you has made you the person you are today. Unstoppable, unshakable, powerful beyond measure. And they can't handle that, can they? They can't handle the fact that you're not bound by their rules, their systems, their limitations. They can't stand the idea that someone like you, someone they thought they could control, has found a way to break free, to take their power and make it your own. That's the real fear they're running from, the fact that you don't need them, you don't need their validation, you don't need their permission. You don't need their approval, because your power is yours, and nothing they do can take it from you. The truth is, they've been living in a fantasy world thinking that they were the ones in charge, the ones with all the control, but what they don't realize is that the throne they sit on is crumbling beneath them, and all it takes is one move from you, one decision to rise up and claim what's yours, and they'll watch it all fall apart. You don't need to destroy them. They're already destroying themselves. All you have to do is keep moving forward, keep rising, and let them watch as you take what was always meant to be yours. You are the power. You always have been. They wanted you to believe otherwise. They wanted you to think that they held all the cards, that they were the ones with the crown, the throne, the power. But the truth is, their reign is over. And you're just getting started. The world will never be the same once you claim what's yours. You won't need their approval. You won't need their crown. All you need is your own unstoppable will, your own unshakable strength, and the understanding that nothing can stop you. The crown, the throne. They were never yours to begin with. But the power has always been yours. And now, it's time to take it.